The time is 12 noon on this Thursday afternoon, November 5th, 2018. It is time now for the Peter Channel News Report on this Thursday afternoon, November 15th, 2018. Good afternoon, everybody. I'm Peter J. Wiggins. It is 12 noon, and we have a temperature of 29 degrees in Norton, Massachusetts. Top stories on the Peter Channel News Report is... Authorities are asking for DNA samples from relatives of the dozens missing in the California's Camp Fire. Florida voters have until Saturday to fix signature issue, federal judge said. Homeless vet caught up federal GoFundMe controversy, allegedly made up story according to the report. Flake McConnell fought over the bill to protect special counsel Robert Mueller. The snow flips to sleet, rain Thursday and Friday. Well, more on that coming up in the weather segment of the Peter Channel News Report. In other news, President Trump attacks Mills' Russian inquiry is absolutely nuts. Maya Mercado, aide requests Melania Trump is removed from her White House role. Matt Levente's ex-wife come to defense after domestic violence arrest in L.A. Journalist Agency is the most racially and ethnically diverse yet. Resignation over Brexit leave EU divorce deal and PM's May's future in doubt. U.S. imposes sanctions on 17 Saudis allegedly involved in the killing of journalists. Pence, Putin, and Bolton have informal conversation at Asian summit in Singapore. Navalny's arrest politically motivated, the European Court said in landmark ruling. FDA seeks restriction on teens' access to flavored e-cigarettes and now ban on menthol cigarettes. Upset by Trump's Iran waiver, Saudi push for deep oil cut. Gas prices fundamentally willing to decline for oil as Thanksgiving travel approaches. Walmart earnings stopped as e-commerce sales growth accelerates. Walmart stock fails. Dow down 66.97 at 25.13.53. S&P 5 up 1.78 at 27.03.36. And Nasdaq up 31.14 at 7166.95 as Amazon, Walmart lead stock decline. News from the wires. British Prime Minister Theresa May's announcement of the Brexit deal sparked an exodus from her cabinet Wednesday with two high-profile members quitting in a protest. North Korea stresses African unity with South amid missile-based controversy. European Court rules in favor of Russian opposition leader. Mike Pence empire and aggression has no place in the Pacific. The Saudi-led coalition on Thursday halted its attempt to retake the Yemeni port city of Hodaya. Officials in Bangladesh said Thursday that he won't force thousands of Rohingya refugees to return to Myanmar. The United States will see more severe and distracted cyber attacks over the next decade than it has faced to date, a presidential advisory committee warned. Winter storm dumps snow, cancel flights from Missouri to Maine. Norfolk police advise people to lock vehicles after numerous break-ins on Route 1A. Mashpee tribe rallies supporters for Capitol Hill March. Brockton VA nurses showed blazed in disregard for safety, said reporters. Nurses have reportedly failed to meet agency indicator according to the report released on October 23rd. Columbine threat caused East Bridgewater School lockdown. As the principal announced lockdown in the AM just after 8:30 a.m. and ended about 10 a.m. Asteroid alert, 90-mile crater found in Greenland with massive consequences. Nemo genomic seems to speed research in low-cost genome sequencing. Ancient super-Earth exoplanet discovered orbiting a nearby star. NRS lunch from Virginia's late to Friday. Low-carb diets meant to be the base for maintaining weight loss, study says. Raccoons weren't rabbit just tipsy. People sensitive to caffeine's bitter taste drink more coffee. They evacuated to escape the deadly campfire. The norovirus and invaded the shelter. Peter Channel News time is 12:04 on this. Thursday afternoon at 293 northbound ITO Coca-Cola curve with tractor trail rover. 293 northbound disclosed. It's 2 hours ago. And now look at sports. Saw it in the Bruins of the night off. LeBron James is here. Former LSU assistant coach off to Duke Zion Williamson a football scholarship. College basketball rankings, and Vilma won last year's NCAA tournament but fell to the top 20 and top 25 and won. Peter Channel News time. 12:04 on this Thursday afternoon. It's time now for a Peter Channel Traffic and Transit Check. Beep beep! On the MBTA Fairmont line, notice all outbound trains will experience a 10-15 minute delay along the Fairmont line due to the train traffic caused by PTC testing. And Providence train 809 10:25 a.m. from South Station operated 45 minutes late between Mansfield and Providence Station due to a mechanical issue. And the Thursday out looking good. Okay, let's take a look at the highways and byways in New England. In Rhode Island, 95 northbound side will sort of protect stretch. Newport Bridge on both ends is a little slow. 495, both ends is slow around 105 in Middleburg. Route 3 is southbound side on 228 Rockland. 793 is southbound side between Summer Banana and 6 Bridge downtown Boston. Mass back westbound side between Lower Banana and South Boston. Summit Hill, SoCal until looking good. Route 1 is southbound side, also on Route 93 in Charlestown. 93 the northbound side, so on 128 in Burlington. 495 at the northbound side, also up to Route 3A in Tewksbury. Central Massachusetts highways. 190 on the southbound side, so Sterling, Massachusetts. 91 northbound side, also on Holyoke, Massachusetts. 91 on the southbound side, also on Greenfield, Massachusetts. And in Connecticut, 95 at the southbound side, so Greenwich, Connecticut. 293 westbound side, a little slow around Route Eriturbac in Manchester, New Hampshire. And here's 89, 91, both ends, and 87 at the southbound side. Also, US Canadian border, on Route 15 at the northbound side, so in Southern Quebec towards Montreal. Peter Childers Stories. 12:06 on this Thursday afternoon, and it's time now for Peter Channel Traffic and Transit Check. Time now for Peter Channel Weather Report. Looking at the radar, satellite luminance shows snow coming in much from western New Jersey and all the way in much of Pennsylvania and up in the northeastern Ohio, and stretching on the southern Michigan and northwestern Ohio, and curving around Illinois, and then around east Missouri, around St. Louis and northwestern tip of Kentucky, and now slating east to Pittsburgh and eastern West Virginia, and slating around Washington, D.C., and it's raining from southern New Jersey down to Delaware, and then down to Virginia, and then on the northern portions of North Carolina, and raining heavily off the Carolina, Georgia, and stretching in east central Florida. Looking at the futurecast, the snow will make its way towards New York City by about 2 o'clock, and then 4 o'clock will be towards Connecticut by about 4 o'clock, and then 6:30 it'll be in Connecticut and Rhode Island and western Massachusetts. It'll be snowing the 9 quarter from Albany down to Buffalo, and it's snowing around Toronto by about 6 o'clock, and then 8 o'clock, it'll be snowing along the 95 quarter from Boston to Hartford, and the 90 quarter from Albany down to Buffalo, down to Erie, while it's sleeting, while it's raining from New York City down to Washington, D.C., along the 95 quarter from New York to D.C., and then it'll flip to rain by the overnight hours of the night in southeastern Massachusetts, and it'll be out of here by around noontime. Right now, look at the temperature spread around the region. There's in the 20s, the low 30s in southern New England, in the mid 30s in Cape Ann, it's in the teens to 20s in northern New England with a 16-degree wind in Mount Western New Hampshire. We have a winter weather advisory from 4 p.m. this afternoon to 1 a.m. Friday, and snow to 2 to 6 inches, except at quarter to 2 inches in the medium coast. Winds gusting at 35 miles an hour. Portions of southeastern Massachusetts and northern and southern Rhode Island from 4 p.m. this afternoon to 1 a.m. Friday. Travel will become difficult, especially away from the immediate coast with a period of 1 to 2 inches per hour snowfall rates. Hazardous conditions could impact the latter half of the evening and commute. Winter weather hours and the snow means that periods of wild snow will cause primary traffic difficulties, and expect snow-covered roads and limited visibility, and use caution while driving. Latest road condition to the state you are calling from can be obtained by calling 511. And a flood warning continues for Taunton River near Bridgewater the Friday afternoon until further notice. The warning is canceled at 10:45 a.m. Thursday, the stage was 7.7 feet, flood stage 8 feet. Amount of flood in the forecast. Forecast the river will be rise above flood stage by tomorrow afternoon. Continue to rise near 8.4 feet by Saturday early afternoon. The river will remain in minor flood through the weekend, and at 8 feet, the backwater flooding from the Taunton River will cause flooding of Lower Brook and Middleburg. This will cause Willoughby to become impossible by most vehicles, but where dangers of pressing flooded roadways. Alright, look at the forecast. Goes like this. For today, mostly clouds by 33 degrees. Light east wind for tonight. Rain and snow, possibly mixed with trees rain. Becoming all rain by 1 a.m. The snow can be every time. Temperature rises around 40 by 5 a.m. And light east wind increases to 8 to 30 miles in the evening. Winds kick up size 20 miles an hour. Adjustable 100% new snow going to 3 to 7 inches possible. Friday. Rain main before 10 a.m. 45 degrees east, about 6 to 10 miles coming to northwest in the afternoon. Winds kick up size 23 miles an hour. Just space is 8% new between 10 to an inch possible. Friday night. Park the cost about 30 degrees and west about 6 to 8 miles an hour. For Saturday, Sunday, park the cost 47 about 27 degrees, west about 5 to 8 miles an hour. For Sunday, park the about 41 degrees. Sunday night, check the snow after 11 p.m. Punch log between midnight and 1 a.m. Otherwise, most cost by 27 degrees, just space 30%. For Monday, check the snow mix rain after 8 a.m. Then gradually, mostly cost about 43 about 21 degrees, just space 30%. Tuesday, most sunny park the cost about 34 about 20 degrees, and for Wednesday, mostly sunny about 30 degrees. And right now, Norton, it's 29 degrees in first skies. That's giving it for the Peter Channel. New news warning this Thursday afternoon, November 15th, 2018. Peter, give a good afternoon and good positive too. Hope you have a wonderful day.